Hello. So I am going to do today's lesson on a spread that was sent to me by a subscriber. And so I want you all to focus on this Tree of Life spread. I'll go through it a card at a time. And I just want to let you know that this is a woman in an African country. We've been emailing back and forth, and she thought of her question as she drew the cards, and then she sent me a photograph of her spread. And so I've recreated this spread on my floor on the carpet. I hope I vacuumed. Anyway, so first of all, we know that this is a woman, and she has pretty good English skills. I'm impressed. I've not heard her speak. I've only seen her writing. And I'll let you know that the question has to do with what is going to happen in my life now that my husband has passed away. So she is in her 30s. So she's not an older woman. So she's in her young 30s, but has recently lost her husband. She seems like she's in a pretty good place about it all. Still certainly a very difficult time. So hello out there. Thank you for sending me your spread. And just remember that all of you can try this as well. Don't take my word for it. Maybe you want to do your own interpretation of this. As we look at the spread overall, first thing that we're going to notice is that there are no clubs. There's plenty of spades, couple diamonds, couple of hearts. She was intrigued by my seasonal concept as far as thinking of the different cards as the seasons, which was in the last lesson, if you want to go back and review that. So let's go ahead and just note that this is considered a general life reading. In the roots of her Tree of Life spread, we have the 8 of Hearts, and we know that this represents cups in tarot cards. It represents the element of water. And we talk about it as summer. In other words, a red, glowing, very healthy root system to this Tree of Life. And so everything looks quite balanced here. We don't have any face cards. And so you'll hear me say over and over again that the 8 is the wisdom of the past moving into the future. I don't see that she's going to be moving, that she has a pretty good family base. And part of that has to do with the 9 of Swords in the trunk of the tree. And so we'll see the 9 here. I always call it swords. I know it's spades. I just like that better. And so this is representing the fall, the season of fall, and the element of air. So there's definitely been some communication going on about what to do. There she is in the middle, and there's the 2 rows, sort of opposing sides. It might be her family and his family, and just going through the transitional process of dealing with a death. But it looks like she's not, flying off to another country or anything like that. This is a strong root and trunk system. That trunk is a high energy 9, which means this is a little overwhelming. And she might be getting communication from both sides about what they think. And so part of what I'm noticing is that there are the spades up above as well. So I do still kind of look at the whole tree, even though I go a card at a time. The roots, the trunk, and now we have the 3 branches. And so we see that in the recent past, there's the 5 of Hearts. And so while fall is sort of a harvest, Hearts is still in the past as the memory of the love and the warmth and the nurturing involved in a nice balanced relationship that, I honestly don't know why he passed away. So I never asked that, poor thing. So here she is in the current moment. She is stable, not down in the dumps energy, not super low card, just sort of talking about this moving forward, this what do I do now? Fifth chakra, sometimes I mention the throat and communication and the element of air. And so I think she's starting to kind of come to terms with wondering how her life is going to go. So it's not a 9 or a 10, not super prosperous either, though we do see in the near future that we have a 7 of diamonds. And so a little money could be coming in from his family or his passing. People may just be donating to her. I'm not sure what their financial status is, but mostly I would say that her health is very good. This is a robust health through the winter. Diamonds are reflective. Her aura energy seems to be okay. So maybe she had some time to contemplate that this passing was going to occur. Some of this suggests that maybe it could have been an illness, especially with this 9 here. But again, no clubs at all to give me any kind of hint other than he clearly was loved in the past. We have family support. Everybody's pretty wise. Doesn't seem to be like any big drama, though I'm sure it could be quite dramatic. So we'll see what the blossom is on this tree. So now we're in the upper portion of the tree, and you'll see that the numbers are going down. So what's blossoming on this tree with this 3 especially gives me that sense of uncertainty. I can see now why things are kind of up in the air of not quite being sure where to go from here. Do I stay single? Do I seek a new marriage? Do I work? Do I not work? I'm thinking that she is going to, in the near future, with the fruit of this, stay involved with family. Maybe it's my own intuition, maybe it's my own suspicions that it may be that she opts to not go for a tremendous amount of wealth. It may be that she's choosing to go ahead and just stay with the way things are. There could be elderly people that need her help. This is suggesting certainly that she's of an age, and there's other people coming of age, that she's comfortable, but I don't see employment. I don't see anything about a potential employer or employment other than just this general good health and comfortable wealth, not substantial wealth. From up above, the spiritual card at the top of the tree, we do see the Ace of Spades. And so we know that a lot of people call this the death card. And no surprise to me that this is what she pulled. We could even say that it's him giving her a message, but mostly an Ace of Spades in that position is just suggesting a dramatic transition. There's been a transition in life, and sometimes we call it a shedding of the skin, a new phase of the moon. It's a harvest. So bless her soul, bless you all, and take care. Bye-bye.